Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, honorable city council members, mayor, to our city treasurer, deputy clerk, to our city attorney, our chief of staff, the administrative staff, audience in attendance, and for those viewing our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting, and today's date is Monday, June 26, 2023. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portion of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card located on the table in the back of the chambers and hand it to the deputy clerk. And at this time, we will have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo? Here. Councilman Barden?
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Here.
Councilwoman Talley?
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Here.
Councilwoman Webb?
Here.
And Councilwoman Williams is excused this evening. And Mr. Chair, we have a quorum for tonight's regular meeting.
Thank you.
The council meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6, clerk's report. 7, treasurer's report. 8, public comment. 9, unfinished business. 10, new business. 11, warrant. 12, communication. And number 13, adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo, for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Agenda item 2, minutes. 2A, for approval are the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, June 12, 2023 at 7:30 p.m.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move for the approval of the council meeting that was held on Monday, June the 12th at 7:30.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the minutes from our meeting held on Monday, June the 12th at 7:30. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Abstain.
Ms. Abdo? Chair votes yes, motion approved.
For approval are the minutes from the special meeting study session held on Monday, June 12, 2023 at 6:45 p.m. to discuss the MEDC sidewalk project presentation.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move that we approve the meetings, that we approve the minutes from the special meeting that was held on Monday, June 12th at 6:45.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the minutes from our special meeting study session held on Monday, June the 12th at 6:45 p.m. to discuss MEDC sidewalk project presentation. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Abstain.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, before we move on, just for the record, council, the only time you abstain when you're doing roll calls if there's a financial conflict of interest, but you're just approving the minutes from the last meeting. That's all. You've read the minutes and things. So that's just for the record. Just took a class in Open Meetings Act. Just want to pass that on. So you don't have to abstain unless something on the agenda proposes a financial conflict of interest.
So if
Okay?
we were absent, we don't have to abstain, that's what you're saying?
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Just for the record, moving forward.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate your feedback.
No worries. There are no petitioners on the agenda. Takes us to number 4, the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I just have one item. First of all, there was no special meeting tonight. I just want to wish my son happy birthday, heavenly birthday. Today is his birthday, and he passed. That's all I have.
Amen.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved, thank you.
Thank you. Takes us to number 5, the mayor's report.
Thank you. Good evening, City Council, Madam Treasurer, Madam Clerk, Deputy Clerk, listening audience here and at home. A couple items to get to before I get to the action items in my report. First, I would like to bring up Jerry Freyer, our Downtown Development Director, for a quick announcement.
Good evening, Clerk, Treasurer, Honorable Council, and Honorable Mayor and Chief of Staff. So on behalf of the DDA Board and the City of Romulus, Matt Raftery made us a nice, beautiful chair. It's a maroon chair. It was at the Sounds of Downtown. It's to be used at all events here in Romulus. He donated not only his labor, his time, and everything put into it, which is a lot, so we appreciate it. And as a small gesture, we can have Matt come up here. We just would like to congratulate him with a certificate of appreciation award to Matt Raftery. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Our pleasure, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. And then I just have a couple of other items here real quick. I want to thank the Romulus Garden Club. They did a great job cleaning out a bunch of weeds around the Kingsley House and replanting the flowers that we got from blocks. We're currently doing some work on the Kingsley House. So Christine Knight and the Garden Club waited till they were pretty much done cleaning up so they didn't ruin anything. So they pulled out a lot of weeds. It looks really good over there. So I just want to thank the Romulus Garden Club for doing that for us. And then my wife, Jennifer Freyer, she redid the sign at the historical park and put some mulch down there. The DPW dropped off some mulch, and she planted some flowers, and she goes by there twice a week with her watering can to make sure that they're taken care of. So just want to thank her for that as well. And then I have 2 events, which July 8th is our Patriots Day Community Picnic. It is July 8th, starts at 10 a.m. at the Romulus Historical Park and goes till 1 p.m. Bring the family for some fun and games and help us raise money for our vets. Veterans are free, donations are accepted from all others. So join us at the Romulus Historical Park for food and games, and we'll wait for the Roaring Thunder motorcycles to pass through Romulus, this annual fundraiser. So if you have nothing to do on July 8th, please come out and support us at the Romulus Historical Park that day. Wear your red, white, and blue, and it's going to be red, white, and blue theme. The flags are up. We should have our new banner up, hopefully in the next few days too, saying Romulus honors the vets. And then the last thing I have is July 14th, which is almost 2 weeks away from this Friday. We have Sounds of Downtown, which is going to be our 80s music in the park that night. So we have Sunset Boulevard performing for us that night. And then after Sounds in Downtown, we'll be heading over to the Artisan, and we're going to kind of do like a 80s after party, closing off the street over there and doing a 80s after party. And that is all I have tonight, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Matt and Sharon, too, with the effort of the chair. That's a great addition down there. Everybody had fun. They enjoyed it. I will advise if anybody wants to jump in the picture, or jump into the chair, take pictures, have an exit strategy, because once you get in there, it's not so graceful getting out. But everybody seemed to enjoy it and had a good time, so thank you. Well done. I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, and one more item that we have coming up too at Hale Creek. We're moving around the Bike with a Cop event. So they're going to the Hale Creek subdivision this year. So on July 29th at Hale Creek, they'll be up there. That's a great event, a good time to see our officers get out and interact with the kids. So I'll make sure you mark your calendars for that one as well. First action item I have is a request for a no-fee permit for the Horseshoe Club. So I ask the council concur with the administration and authorizing to a no-fee permit with the Horseshoe Club to use the Elmer Johnson Horseshoe Pit on Wednesdays, starting at June 28, 2023, through September 30th, 2023 at 5. And those guys do a great job maintaining our Horseshoe Pit area and taking care of it, and a lot of time to spend. So hats off to Tom Combos and his team for taking care of those. So,
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Wadsworth.
I'm going to move that we issue a no-fee permit for the Elmer Johnson's for the Horseshoe Pit. It'll be on Wednesday, starting on June 28th until September 30th.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb, for request for a no-fee permit Horseshoe Club at Elmer Johnson Park. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
thank you. The next item we have is another request for a no-fee permit for the Relay for Life event, and that's for our downtown area, and all the proceeds from that go to benefit the Relay for Life team in their struggle against cancer. So I would ask that council concur with the administration and authorize it to a no-fee permit for the Relay for Life activities, as well as the closure of Hunt Street between Goddard Road and Bibbin Street, beginning at 12 p.m. Friday, August 25th, 2023, and ending at 2 p.m. on Sunday, August 27th, 2023.
Support. I thought I heard someone
No, you make the motion.
make, I make the motion.
Okay, support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Abdo, for a no-fee permit Relay for Life event. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The next action I might have is for activities and street closures in our downtown area. I would ask the council concur with the administration and authorize it to a no-fee permit for July 14, 2023 for sounds and downtown activities, and authorization for the closure of Hunt Street beginning at Bibbin Street and ending at the entrance of the post office from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m., and the road closure of Goddard between Shook and Sterling between 9 p.m. and ending at 12 a.m. July 15th to ensure the safety of all pedestrians.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe.
I'll make that motion to concur with administration and authorize a no-fee permit for July 14th, 2023 for the Sounds of Downtown activities, and authorization for the closure of Hunt Street beginning at Bibbin Street and ending at the entrance of the post office from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., and a road closure of Goddard Road between Shook and Sterling between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. July 15th, to ensure the safety of all participants. And I do believe this is what Jerry was just telling us about.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo. This is for the downtown activity street closures for July 14, 2023. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Any discussion? I'm sorry.
You have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead,
Jerry,
Mr. Talley.
What's 80s in the alley?
So we're going to just take the Sounds of Downtown after it's over and just move to the Artisan and then, you know, incorporate with the bike night and just kind of do like a 80s after party over there. But we're going to close the street down just to make
Okay.
sure everybody's safe and food truck and stuff over there. So just an after party for the 80s event.
Y'all gonna have some cornhole?
We're going to try, yeah. Actually, somebody asked me today, so I will be bringing my boards up there. And I talked to Brian Bush today, too. I think he has a set. So if we have some boards that we can bring, I'd love to bring them and, you know, play some cornhole and have some fun.
Okay,
Make a
thank
night
you.
of it. Yeah, you're welcome. Not a problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes, and I can remember the 80s. You guys don't, but I do.
All right. And chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The next item we have will be 4 separate motions for the Pumpkin Festival activities and fees. So in the first motion, I would ask the council concur with the administration and authorize a no-fee permit for all Pumpkin Festival and Parade of Light activities during the Pumpkin Festival weekend of September 15th through September 17th, 2023.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize a no-fee permit for all Pumpkin Festival and Parade of Lights activities during the Pumpkin Festival weekend of September 15th through September 17th,
Support.
2023.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, to concur with the administration and authorize a no-fee permit for all pumpkin festivals and parade of lights activities during the Pumpkin Festival weekend of September the 15th through September the 17th, 2023. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you. The second motion for the Pumpkin Festival activities would be, I would ask council to concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Hunt Street between Goddard Road and Bibden Street, beginning at 12 p.m. noon on Friday, September 15, 2023, and ending on Sunday, September 17, 2023, at 8 p.m. for the Rotary Parade of Lights.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion
Okay?
to concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Hunt Street between Goddard Road and Bivens Street between 12 p.m. noon on Friday, September 15th, and ending on Sunday, September 17th, at 8 p.m. for the Rotary Parade of Lights.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo, to concur with the administration and authorize the close of Hunt Street between Goddard Road and Bivens Street beginning at 12 p.m. noon on Friday, September 15, 2023, and ending on Sunday, September 17, 2023, at 8 p.m. for the Rotary Parade of Lights. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. Third motion required for the Pumpkin Fest activities would be, I would ask that council concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Goddard Road from Moore Street to east of the post office driveway on Saturday, September 16, 2023, beginning at 8 a.m. and reopening at 8 p.m. for the Pumpkin Festival car show and pumpkin chunking competition.
Through the chair,
Yes, Ms. Talley.
I'd like to concur with administration and authorize the closure of Goddard Road from Moore Street to east of the post office driveway on Saturday, September 16, 2023, beginning at 8 a.m. and reopening at 8 p.m. for the Pumpkin Festival car show and pumpkin chunking competition.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo, to concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Goddard Road from Monroe Street to east of the post office driveway on Saturday, September 16, 2023, beginning at 8 a.m. and reopening 8 p.m. for the Pumpkin Festival car show and pumpkin chucking competition. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you. The next motion I have would be ask that council concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Goddard Road from Moore Street to east of the post office driveway on Sunday, September 17, 2023, beginning at 10 a.m. and reopening at 5 p.m. for the motorcycle show and pumpkin smash competition.
Through the chair,
Ms. Talley?
I'd like to concur with the administration and authorize the closure of Goddard Road from Moore Street to east of the post office driveway on Sunday, September 17, 2023, beginning at 10 a.m. and reopening at 5 p.m. for the motorcycle show and pumpkin smash competition.
Support.
The motion by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Roscoe, to concur with the administration, authorize the close of Goddard Road from Moore Street to east of the post office driveway on Sunday, September 17, 2023, beginning at 10 a.m. and reopening at 5 p.m. for the motorcycle show and pumpkin smash competition. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes. Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you. The next item I have up is a resolution for the long-term stormwater management system. It's our annual motion here. So I would ask that council concur with the administration and adopt the attached annual community resolution accepting long-term maintenance of stormwater management systems in accordance with Wayne County ordinance requirements for July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024 fiscal year.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe.
I'll make that motion to concur with administration and adopt the attached annual community resolution accepting the long-term maintenance of stormwater management system in accordance with Wayne County ordinance requirements.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for annual community resolution accepting long-term maintenance of stormwater management system. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The next item I have up is a piggyback on my deal contracts for the purchase of a Ford Explorer and 3 Chevy Malibus for use for our police department. We've recently come into funds through our drug forfeiture money, so we'll be able to sustain and work on our fleet down at PD. So we have 2 separate motions here. First one, I would ask that council concur with the administration and consent to piggyback on the My Deal contract 071B7700179 for the purchase of one 2023 Ford Explorer in the amount of $41,695 from Feldman Automotive Group.
Mr. Chairman,
If I may,
Ms. Webb?
I am so happy to make this motion. To concur with the administration and consent to piggyback on the MI deal contract.
Support.
I have a question.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Abdo, for the piggyback on my deal contract for the purchase of 1 Ford Explorer and 3 Chevy Malibus. Any discussion?
John,
Mr. Wadsworth?
if I could, Chief, this price that we're paying, it doesn't count for the radios and the bells and the lights on the car, right?
The only thing that these vehicles will be equipped with is, it is a light package and a siren
That comes with it?
that's included in, well, we built in some funds to take care of that.
Okay, fine.
So whatever we can't transfer out from the current cars that they are driving, we're going to try to transfer that equipment over, the siren, the
Good.
lights, and then that'll save us too. But since we're going to a little different model, it may be some costs incurred just to switch them out.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
If there's no other further discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The next motion, I would ask council to concur with the administration and consent to piggyback on the My Deal contract 071B7700177 for the purchase of 3 Chevy Malibus at the total cost of $59,853 from Berger Chevrolet.
To the chair,
Yes, Ms. Webb?
I'd like to make that motion and support to concur with the administration and consent to piggyback on the MISH deal contract.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Abdo, for introduction of budget amendment 2324-1. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you. The next I have the introduction of a budget amendment. This is a budget amendment to recognize funds for the sidewalk grant that we discussed a few weeks ago. I would ask that council concur with the administration and introduce budget amendment 2324-1 to recognize the $500,000 of revenue and expenditure associated with the second installment payment of the MEDC sidewalk grant.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
if I can, I'm going to move for the approval of the introduction of the budget amendment 23/24-1, and it's for the sidewalk grant.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for the budget amendment. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. And that will conclude my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mayor.
Number 6 is the clerk's report. I have one action item, 6A. As requested, that council approve the second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 2223-21 in the amount of $181,780 to recognize forfeiture revenue to purchase new vehicles for the Romulus Police Department. This budget amendment was introduced at the June 12th regular council meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe?
I'll make that motion for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 22/23-21.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 22/23-21. In discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. Mr. Chair, before I close out my report, if I can, under my report, I would like to comment on last week's Juneteenth celebration.
Okay.
And first, I'd just like to thank the support of Mayor McCrate, the administrative staff, to all of you, council, and our treasurer. I know you were not here, but I know your support was there. Just for our first city-wide community celebration, and as you know, Juneteenth became a federal holiday, June 17th, 2021. So this was our first, and we're all catching up, but for a community celebration, we did it on a small scale, but it was very well attended. I would like to say it was a success, and I want to say thank you. And if you'd mind, I just want to read off a few names to our committee. But again, Mayor McCrate, you had a vision, and we discussed it, and so we put it into action, and so it was a success, and it was the first annual, and we'll just continue to build off of the framework that we established and look forward to future community Juneteenth celebration. Want to thank DPW for our police and fire, for their support, the vendors, entertainment, and then I had just an amazing committee to work with, and I'd just like to read off their names. First, my deputy clerk, thank you. I think I drive him crazy half the time, but he's right there. To Jerry Freyer, DDA Director, thank you so much. To our Chief of Staff, Julie Waitoko, she's the Director of NEST, Laura Sigmund. We have from the Cable Department, Roger Cadu and Mike Laskaska, and the two cable crew ladies there. They were there, and I just want to say thank you for your support and serving on the committee. We also had Reverend Clarence Love and his wife Jacqueline Love, and of course Reverend Arthur Willis was just, oh man, he was just so awesome on serving on the committee. And the lovely Vanessa Tolliver, she did a great job with the vendors. Our Director of Recreation, Colleen Dumas. And again, I want to thank DC, our Deputy Police Chief, Darren Shelby, as well as our Deputy Fire Chief, Ken Chapman. Thank you so much. It was a great committee. We put it together, we did it, and just, you know, it was good stuff here in Romulus. So another event to look forward to in the coming years here. Thank you for allowing me to share that.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ms. Abdo?
Just some feedback. I was in the Historical Museum working, and the people were coming over afterwards, and they really enjoyed it. There was a lot of positive feedback. You know, they had time to sit and relax. So from what I can tell from the Historical Museum, the people really loved it.
Thank you, Ms. Abdo. And I do want to thank Pearl Barner and the Historical Society, Commission there for their support. And there's a lot of history here in Romulus, and for
And that's
having,
what they were coming and looking at. It was really nice.
yeah, it was great. And the Kingsley House was open, as well as the museum. And so again, I would like to just acknowledge the Historical Society. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And through the chair, if I may.
Yes, Ms. Webb?
I'd like to thank our clerk for taking that over. She didn't have to, but she did. And I was sitting at home, I was in bed, but I was listening to the music and hearing the voices, and it was really nice to start filling up our warm weather, because usually we don't start anything out until it's Pumpkin Fest time almost, or either the music in the park. So it was really nice that downtown was alive on a nice day, you know, and keep it up, Ms. Clerk.
Through the
Thank you.
chair.
Yes,
Just
Mayor?
one, hats off, Ellen, to you and your staff. What another great event to be part of this community and getting out there and building the event, and to see the kids that were out there dancing, the bands that were playing, the talent this community has, and to talk about some cultural things and let people learn about it. It's relatively a new thing in this area, and it's okay to talk about it and not know about it. So it's a good way to learn. So it was a great, positive, diverse event, and hats off to you and your team, and everybody had a part of it. And who knew Colleen McCain could sing as well? So I don't know if you got her up there singing as well. So great job, what a great event. And again, those are the kind of things that fill the fire, keep everybody running in this community, and great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. And that concludes Clerk's report. Takes us to agenda item number 7, the Treasurer's report.
Thank you. Good evening, Council, Mayor, Chief of Staff, City Clerk, Deputy Clerk, and listening audience. I just have a few announcements. I just want to remind everyone that city offices will be closed on July 4th, which is Tuesday. Also, taxes will be mailed out shortly. Expect them on July 1st. Normally, that due date for summer taxes is September 30th, but that falls on a Saturday. So now, this year, you have until Monday, October 2nd to pay those summer taxes. If you have any questions on that tax bill, or you for some reason did not receive it, please give our office a call at 734-942-7580. Thank you, and then I wanted to say congratulations again to Mr. Wadsworth, Councilman Wadsworth. Today was a lovely event, well-deserved, and I'm glad I could attend, and it was great.
Thank you. I appreciate it all. From
Absolutely.
everybody that's been involved in it, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And that will be everything under my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Treasurer.
Number 8 is public comment, and this is the portion of the agenda for those who are in the audience. If you would like to address City Council, the rules can be found on the back of your meeting agenda. To address City Council, raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Please note that members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. Further note that you will have 3 minutes to speak, and any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. We do not have any written requests.
Okay. Are there any requests from the audience? If there's no request from the audience, Madam Clerk, we'll pass that part out.
All righty.
Okay.
Takes us to number 9, unfinished business. Number 10, new business. Oops.
Ms. Abdo,
I'm sorry, Ms. Evans.
when y'all raise your hand, at least go through so I can say,
Okay.
Chairman,
Gotcha, boss.
because you just say, I might be looking over that way. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Councilwoman Abdo.
That's okay. This is for the mayor. I've gotten a couple phone calls this week, and I wonder if you have any update for the public on the Veterans Memorial?
We just signed the documents today to go out to bid. There were some things working on OHM, and they're moving forward. We want that in the ground as fast as possible, but we want to do it right, and we want to do it respectful.
Oh, I agree.
And right now, there is a shortage everywhere with engineers, but yeah, we are pushing full steam ahead as fast as we can on that one to get it done and get it done
I
right.
just wanted to get the information out to those people that asked me, and that's fine.
Nope, thank you, and I
Thanks.
appreciate your concern. So we will do all we can to get it in the ground. And
I know
we're
you
trying
will.
to
I
shoot
just
for
wanted
June.
them to hear that from you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mayor?
Oh, one thing under unfinished business I'd like to discuss, it came up under, while I was not at a council meeting 2 weeks ago, I believe, the duties of the mayor and the responsibilities of city council. We've talked at length with legal counsel, we've researched the charter. There is no duty of the mayor to attend a city council meeting. That is a city council meeting. Obviously, out of respect for the residents and my colleagues in the city council, my agenda items are going to go smoother if I'm here to talk to you, or I have a representative of my staff here to explain issues to you. But the duty of the mayor ends at preparing the action items and taking care of that. That's the administrative duty. So there is no duty to act. So if I'm not in this meeting, I will have a representative from my staff, and it's the same as every administration prior to me taking office. So I just want to clarify that. You know, those rules are there for you, or for the mayor pro tem to take the mayor's seat is when I'm absent or unable to perform. And we are, you know, always representing, we're doing the work, and we're communicating with city council. So, like I said, I just want to make sure we're clear on that, and we've looked at it and make sure it was all done. But there's no duty required by charter for the mayor to attend a council meeting, but obviously, out of respect for city council and the residents, we're going to get more things done if we're here to discuss topics. So, just wanted to share that with city council.
Thank you for
Any
clarifying.
questions on that, or?
No, but thank you for clarifying that to people out there. you know.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mayor.
Is there any more unfinished business? Takes us to new business. Number 11 for approval is warrant 23-12.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion. We pay warrant 23-12 in the following amounts. Major Street Fund, excuse me, General Fund, $100,555.59. Major Street Fund, $11,627.59. Local Street Fund, $18,801.48. Public Safety Fund, $33,955.48. Cable TV, $49.83. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $7,114.52. Street Lighting Fund, $54,548.12. Oakwood SAD, $7,800. Community Employee Activity Fund, $1,946.06. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $194,220.51. 9/11 Service Fund, $2,513.04. NARC forfeiture on the state, $4,025.92. Library Fund, $6,620.56. DDA, $7,148.37. Tifa District 2, $57,808.08. Water and Sewer Fund, $802,214.85. Motor Vehicle, $44,024.22. Technology Services, $12,868.91. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $120,487.54. Revolving Fund, $4,335. Current Tax, $1,493.64. Payroll Fund, $152,058.88. Total of all funds, $1,646,218.19.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Talley, to pay warrant number 23-12 for $1,646,218.19. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Number 12 is communication.
Yes, through the chair.
Ms. Talley?
First of all, I'm going to talk about Juneteenth. It was off the chain. I mean, just off the chain. So I just want to, if you missed it, you missed it. It was a great event. I want to shout out to the committee and Miss Ellen and everybody that worked on it. It was fantastic. So thank you for bringing that. Looking for a big next year, bigger, maybe not bigger, but thank you for bringing that event to Romulus in commemoration. Couple of other great events that went on as well. The library had their kickoff for the summer reading program, so hats off to Patty Brayton and her team for a great kickoff. And what I was told, they exceeded their turnout from last year, so great job. I see Miss Rita out there. She was out there serving and volunteering. Thank you for your service, and all the people that came out that day to serve at the library for their kickoff. We also had an amazing Flag Day last week, was the last week. So thank you, Mayor and your team, for putting it was a great, we had a Rosie the Riveter there. What's her name, though? Her name wasn't Rosie, though. Ruth the Riveter, so,
She was 99, is that correct?
yeah.
I will never tell a woman's age.
Smart man.
Bill did.
You blew it, Bill.
Great event, great event. Thank you guys for putting that together. Like you always say, Mayor, Romulus does patriotism patriotism well. She received the flag that day, and she was just in high spirits. So thank you for that event. It was just amazing event. A lot of great events in Romulus, and want to talk about a couple of other good ones coming up down the line. And the mayor, you touched on the bike ride with the police department. That's very exciting. As their goal, your vision of one Romulus, theirs is, hitting all our quadrants as well to keep us all united. So I want to shout out to the Romulus Police Department for their July 29th 5th annual bike ride, which will be at Hell Creek, and that's located at 16200 Harrison Road. Colleen Dumas led the pack last year on this. If you get the flyer, you'll see her leading the pack. We have called on her to lead the pack again, so we are excited about this event. I think Ms. Ellen told me she was brushing off her bike, and I'm looking forward to seeing her. It's in your hood, so we are looking forward to this 5th annual bike ride event. So please come out and support. It starts at 2. A lot of games, activity, and fun, so please come out and support. My last item is, we've been talking about it during this meeting all day, is the Pumpkin Fest. Y'all, 25 years is going to be big. It's going to be big. If you miss it, I don't want to hear it because it's going to be big. I'm talking about all 3 days across the whole weekend. It's going to be big. There's several people up here that's on the committee. It's going to be big. I want to shout out to Jasmine Dancy, who took the helm, being the chair of it, Jerry Freyer working with Jerry Freyer, and Sean Mullins from the clerk department, all working together to make sure that it is a great event this year for 25 years for the city of Romulus for the Pumpkin Fest. So you do not want to miss that. I was also asked if I could share. There is also a Facebook page, facebook.com/Romulus Pumpkin Festival. So please check it out. More information to come. It's going to be big. 25 years. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Talley.
Is there any more communication?
Mr. Chair, I
Ms.
would
Webb?
just like to send out condolences. I just found out when I arrived, one of our colleagues, Virginia Williams' brother, was buried today. So I send out condolences to her and her family.
Good. Thank you, Ms. Webb.
All right, if there's no more communication, and again, congratulations, Councilman Wadsworth.
Thank you.
On the building, let's
Thank
give him
you,
a
thank you,
hand. I
thank
think
you.
we should, I think.
Hey, Mr. Wadsworth.
I know.
For all you people that bowled and played bingo and everything else you did, like I said at 5 o'clock, I can't mention everybody because
Sure.
then you'll miss somebody, but if you did something, or you participated in something, or you gave something, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth.
Through the chair, I'm sorry, real
Yes,
quick.
go ahead.
I like sitting next to a star. Person of the year.
Right.
Dedication. I mean,
Right.
I can't lose. Thank you.
Adjourned.
A star.
All right.
Okay,
right.
number 13 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley, for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.